Hi, I'm just some chick on the internet, here to talk about anime, and today we're going to be talking about Black Clover. This anime has been one of my newest obsessions, really, because when I say I sat down and marathoned that thing, like I binged it all the way through, just to recently find out that the production studio has decided to end the series. So quite frankly, since the anime came out in 2017, Black Clover has been one of the most consistent modern anime to be released, especially for this generation of new popular anime taking over, like the Attack on Titans, the My Hero Academias, the Demon Slayers. They have stayed not only true to the manga, but consistent with their timeline. With that being said, it coveted a pretty big worldwide fan base. So imagine people being absolutely crushed when it was announced that March 30th would be the last episode of Black Clover. Not the manga, but the anime series itself. They announced that they were going to be airing the last episode on March 30th of 2021. And of course, people were heated, confused, questioning, like, this has been such a bomb series and has been one of the most popular ones to come out in the recent years since the anime started in 2017. With Black Clover taking on such an amazing storyline where you have, just to give a quick little rundown, you have two main characters, Asta and Yuno, who were orphans. They were left as orphans, and they lived in this kingdom, the Clover Kingdom, where everybody has magic. We'll call it mana for the sake of the anime because that's pretty much what they call it, that gives you magical powers. That's the type of energy, elemental energy, that gives you magical powers in it. And everybody has some degree of mana, whether big, whether small, everybody has it. Except for one of the orphans. So while you have one orphan, Yuno, who is pretty much a magical prodigy, you have Asta, who has no mana whatsoever. He's an anomaly in his own because he has no powers. But this kid has so much strength, tenacity, and drive to just keep on going no matter what. Like, I love it when he's always like, more and more and more. He's like, not yet, not yet. He's always like, that's almost his little ongoing thing where he's like, I'm not done yet, not yet, not yet. And it honestly kind of spreads to like a little inspirational thing through all of his friends and through the Black Bulls, which is a Magic Knight squad that he aspired to be. So just from there, no, these two orphans were in this kingdom where hierarchy, classism, and magical attributes are things that are highly, highly favored and people are highly, highly judged by. On top of the fact that Asta has no magical powers, pretty much fighting against all odds for them both to have the goal of becoming the Wizard King. So that's where it really picks up. That's where it really kicks off, going on from there. The story is amazing. Don't worry, I didn't really give away any spoilers because, again, that's where the story picks up. But everybody goes, wait, we are practically in the middle of the storyline. Why is it ending? Well, there were a couple of different reasons that I had looked up, but the most common reason I found was pretty much the manga. Yes, I say manga. We're not getting into that manga argument, maybe for another day, but the most common reason that I found is because the show has pretty much caught up to the manga. Yeah. And it's been pretty true to the manga so far. It hasn't really been much room for deviation. The show has been consistently coming, unlike some of our favorites like Attack on Titan. And they've done a really good job of sticking to that, even with the studio itself having all kinds of different troubles over the years, including staff shortage, which is why the animation style changed up just a little bit at one point. Some people noticed it, big fans noticed it, but it wasn't really like anything that would really stop the show, if you know what I mean. And all kinds of problems that have arisen that they've pretty much gotten past and gotten over. But back to what we're talking about now, present day, they have released that the last episode is going to air on March 30th. However, there is supposed to be a big announcement made at the conclusion of the show. Now, there's a lot of speculation as to what the announcement is going to be. If it's going to be, oh, the show is not really ending, but just going on hiatus, and they're gonna pick up later on. They're gonna kind of like, let the staff and production team kind of rest while the manga picks up and then they're going to catch the show up in accordance with the manga, that kind of thing. There's also been talk of a possible movie, just like Kimetsu no Yaiba, Demon Slayer, how Demon Slayer came out with that really like heavy hitting season 1, amazing animation by the way. And then they are coming out with the movie before they're continuing on. A lot of people are wondering if that's possibly what Black Clover is doing, or if they're just going to come out with a conclusive movie that kind of wraps up the story altogether. Because as of right now, today is February 11th. Ooh, this month is going fast. But today is February 11th, which means the end is quite near, and we just really got into the arc of the Spade Kingdom trying to take over. Watch the show, you'll know what I mean. Quick rundown, there are 4 kingdoms in the immediate area. That is the Spade Kingdom, the Diamond Kingdom, the Heart Kingdom, and the Clover Kingdom, which is where the majority of the story takes place, the Clover Kingdom where they are. So the current arc that we're on is the Spade Kingdom, where a drastic event has happened. How do I want to say it without giving anything away? In this current arc, the Spade Kingdom went ahead and invaded the Diamond Kingdom, and through knowing that it was going to happen through different intel and just watching them kind of climb in power through their own different ways, again, not giving away the story, Asta, the Black Bulls, and the rest of the Magic Knights from the Clover Kingdom have now been assigned to go and train with the Heart Kingdom to be able to get stronger, get better, and help be able to defend the Heart Kingdom as well as their own kingdom itself from the Spade Kingdom. They want to snuff out the build and power before it really gets too big and takes over everything else. I really feel like this is rambling, but we're gonna get somewhere with it. So, with that being said, a lot of people are hoping that that is what it is. That the anime is either just simply going on a hiatus. I'm really in that crowd, really hoping for that. Or that the anime is going to still go on hiatus, but have a movie in between. If not, a movie for the actual conclusion of, which makes sense because they are in the very middle of their storyline right now, and it's February 11th. If it's going to end on March 30th with 1 episode dropping a week, we still got a whole lot more to go, especially since the whole show is based around the premises of the main character, Asta, who has the aspirations of becoming Wizard King. And he's nowhere near there yet. So unless they plan on their main protagonist dying, which I don't see that happening anytime soon, it would be very, very far to have taken us. I think we're on episode 162, 163, somewhere in there right now. It would have taken us very, very far to all of a sudden just go, all right, we're wrapping this up from middle of the story all the way to the end in the next like 10 episodes. You see what I'm saying? I don't think it would happen at all. Not like that anyway. Not without greatly skipping some things or really cheating the audience, which I would hope that their studios wouldn't do, but studio activity in the background is probably another video for another day. Anyway, just my little short explanation, or maybe not so short. I don't know how this video is going to be edited because there's been a whole lot of rambling in it. I go down a lot of rabbit holes and I cut half of that out. You just don't see it. Number 1, the manga is pretty much up to date and the anime is caught up to the manga by now, and they want to give some room to let the manga grow some more so the anime can continue to follow along consistently while giving the production staff a break. And then also the idea of they want the anime to actually go out on top. Still, lots of things going on in the background that we're not completely privy to, and understandably, like I said, they wanted to go out on top, possibly be followed up by a conclusive movie. So as of right now, like I said, February 11th, this news has been pretty new. That is all I have for now. I will probably continue to do updates on what the news is about this series, where it's going, if there's any more to the story, and if a movie does drop, you definitely better believe I will be in there. I was gonna say in there like somewhere, but that's pretty fucking corny. But I mean, I just said it anyway, so I guess it's still pretty corny. That's all for now. Thank you for tuning in. If I helped you out, gave you a little bit of clarity, then cool. And if I didn't, leave down in the comments what I could possibly do better next time, and I will definitely maybe try to deliver. I don't know. Right now it's still kind of fun how I've been doing it. So That's all I got. Thank you for tuning in. Feel free to like, subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and yeah, see you when I see you. Okay, bye.